Ray Reese's Masterpieces here at CKO Kickboxing, South Philly, for another after hours tutorial. They should probably get the lock on the roof fixed. But until then, we're gonna be coming in here after hours and trying to get some footage. All right, so the other day, we talked about power in your punches, where the power comes from, where it's generated from, that being the legs, all right? The legs. But power isn't the most important thing, okay? If you want to see results, you have to be safe, you have to be efficient, and you have to be effective. If you're not being safe, efficient, or effective, and you're trying to use a whole lot of power, you run the risk of getting injured, and we don't want that. You know, if you're injured, you can't work out. You can't work out, you can't burn calories, you're not going to reach your goals. So today's not going to be an in-depth tutorial with regards to each individual punch, but just some common basics that will apply to one or more punches. All right, so first things first, before we get ready to punch, before we get ready to apply our power, we want to have our hands up and our elbows down. All right, hands up, elbows down. We want to get used to this. This needs to be our foundation. And from here, our punches will emanate in a straight line. Okay, we're gonna punch in a straight line. So if I'm here, straight line, straight line, straight line, okay? Straight line, straight line, straight line, straight line, straight line, straight line. So whether that's the jab off your front foot, right? Your jab, or it's your cross off of that rear foot, you don't want to have your arms coming out. Those elbows shouldn't be coming away from your sides. They should be going forward, pushing that fist towards the bag, all right? So again, whether it's that front hand with your jab or the rear hand, it should be a straight line. And you're gonna have your hands up here. Elbows down, hands up. All right, if we're on the bag, hands down, elbows up, straight line, breathing, okay? Now, in keeping with our elbows being down, our hands being up, we want to be efficient, right? Actually, talking about being safe, remember, if your elbows are coming out, you run the risk of tearing your shoulder muscle or your pec muscle, because instead of you just going in a straight line, if you're coming out to do like a jab or a cross, you're gonna put pressure on your anterior deltoid, that's the front of your shoulder, and on your pec that shouldn't be there, all right? So from a safety standpoint, that's not awesome. From an efficiency standpoint, it's not awesome either, because you're gonna run the risk of just wearing out your arms. And then if your arms are worn out, you definitely can't be effective, okay? Now, that being said, we have our 4 basic punches: our jab, our cross, which is off the rear leg, our hook, and our uppercut. With both the hook and the uppercut, your arms should be at 90 degrees, okay? You should have this bend. It should be shaped like an L, okay? So my hands are up, elbows down, 90-degree angle. when I go to throw my hook, whether it's off the front leg or the rear leg, that elbow goes down and around, but that body, again, what throws it? This is the body of the message. This is the messenger, okay? So we don't wanna throw our arm. We're not trying to throw our arm, and there's a lot of people that come around here putting pressure on the shoulder joint. You don't want that pressure on the shoulder joint. You don't want more of that pressure on the anterior deltoid than necessary. It should be tight and efficient. That elbow comes down and out, body turns. Down and out, body turns. Down and out, body turns. Also, notice that I'm punching on the side of the bag, right? I've gotten in close in order to punch on the side of the bag. I'm not going to lean in here, hands up, shoulders down. I get in close using that body, using those lower legs, getting in, pow, pow. Because we want to keep that 90 degrees, right? That 90 degrees there, 90 degrees there. Now, our uppercut, so we don't have a chin on this bag, right? Because an uppercut would normally go up under the chin. No chin, instead we go to the stomach, we go to the body. So this would be a body blow in boxing if you're in the ring, but for us in fitness kickboxing, this is our uppercut, okay? So we have our hook, which comes across 90 degrees here, 90 degrees there. The uppercut, 90 degrees. And again, we're throwing it with the hips. Hips, hips, hips. Not arm, arm, arm. You run the risk of injuring your wrist. You run the risk not as much of injuring the shoulder, but you're gonna put more pressure on it than necessary. It's more so you're worried about the wrist, because since you're not bending that arm and coming straight at it, that wrist is going to wind up doing stuff like this, which is what we don't want to have happen, all right? We don't want our wrists bending down and our elbows going up, okay? So you have to have that 90-degree angle, and instead of reaching for the bag, we gotta get in, all right? We get in with the legs, hips, all right? Hips, hips, okay? Again, that's going to help keep you safe from an injury standpoint. It's going to make you way more efficient if you're using the legs, you're using that lower body, because your larger muscles are down here. They can deliver the power and save your arms, okay? And then once you're being safe and you're being efficient, you're gonna be way more effective, okay? You're gonna burn more calories, you're going to recover easier because you're not gonna be dealing with injury. You'll be dealing with hopefully soreness or fatigue. I mean, not hopefully soreness, like you don't want to be sore, but if you're dealing with any sort of pain, it should just be like, man, I'm sore. Yeah, I worked out, as opposed to an injury. Soreness, you can use the muscle, you just can't use it as much, as powerfully. Injury, you can't use the muscle at all. We don't want to be there, okay? That's it for tonight. Ray Reese, Reese's Masterpieces. Please subscribe to the channel. Trying to get to 100 subscribers by April 10th. 5 folks will win a prize. That's about it. Thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you in the comments or at CKO South Philly. Ray Reese, Reese's Masterpieces. Take care. Bye-bye. See ya.